So I'm John May, and I'm here in sunny Liverpool with these two gents, and we're Anthony Russell and Dan Grace. How are you, boys? You all right?
John. Good, man. Good.
What's going on?
Good, mate. We've come together, me and Dan, obviously, to talk about our EP that's coming out. And,
Our first release in it, but
yeah, our first release with featuring Koke on the 20th. And we've just come to bump heads with you, lads, and just, get a few things on the table and get things out there.
So an EP. I've heard of an LP. What's an EP?
an EP is an extended play, innit?
Yeah.
So it's a bunch
Extended
of tracks,
playing.
three to eight, you'd say, but it's
Yeah.
mainly five, innit?
Yeah,
so go
man.
to five.
So it's an
maximum.
extension of an LP.
Yeah, no, it's less, innit?
Oh,
Yeah,
right,
yeah,
okay.
yeah. An LP is an
LP is
extension
longer
to-
playing,
yeah,
know what I mean?
Yeah.
But an EP, it's kind of mad the way they say extended playing. When
long play as well,
yeah,
innit?
yeah, it's like running before, you know what I mean? You can walk. But yeah, an EP, lad, is like
It's a couple of
3
tracks,
to
lad,
5,
put together,
three
innit?
to, you can have up to 8 tracks.
Yeah.
And then an album's obviously 8 to 16
16,
tracks, or,
So it's called Life, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
So,
about
so how
life,
many
yeah.
songs are on
Life.
this EP?
5.
5 songs, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
So used to, like I've known Anthony for quite a while now, haven't
number
I?
of years, John. Love you
Legend.
to bits.
Yeah,
Know what I
nice
mean?
one. And Dan, I've only got to know you
Just for our
recently.
first
Yeah.
time, innit, John, yeah?
So you first met in college, am I right by saying?
No, we met when we were teenagers, didn't we? On the
Yeah, we
Aussies?
met as like through a mutual friends in a park called the Aussies.
Mm.
And it just clicked from there, really. And then
How old were you then?
15, 16, lads, weren't we?
Teenagers, lad, yeah. It's younger than that, about 14, lad.
Yeah, you was, yeah.
You were 15, I was 14, yeah.
Wow, madness. And them times, lad, it was just like everyone was drinking, bomby night, fireworks out. Yeah, just madness, boss.
So did you both have a love for music back then?
Yeah,
Yeah,
always.
man, yeah. I was always singing on the streets round there then, lad.
You were on near me, little iPod, weren't you, Lance?
Yeah, on the iPod Nano, yeah.
iPod back on the day.
Yeah, man. We had a song. I had a song out called "How Long Is Love" with a band called the Bobby's Helmets. This was in school, lad. Remember LimeWire?
Yeah,
You could
LimeWire,
download.
yeah.
Yeah. And it won in Battle of the Bands, lad. So like,
How
you could
old were you then,
download
Andy?
it. I was 15, lads.
Wow,
Yeah.
okay.
So I was
When
in
I
year
was
10.
when you brought it
And
out?
you were,
I
yeah.
was
You were like
14,
year 8,
really.
year 9, innit? In the Wilfords. I was in Savio, crazy. And our mates, they were like street kids, know what I mean? And we met through mutual, you know what I mean? Callum, weren't it?
Yeah.
And it just clicked from there, mate. And then obviously we were living our lives, doing our thing. Then we met again, didn't we, in Lancaster Farms?
Yeah.
We were like, what's going on, brother? How are we? And then, yeah, we were doing like circuit training then in the gym when we bumped into each other. And it was just like, the gym orderly was saying, right, gents, why are you in here? My job's to get you trained and to get you out there faster and better so you don't end up back in here. And I was like, oh,
Did you
man.
end up back?
Yeah, a few close calls, lads, but
You never went back, have you, Lance?
nah.
never went back,
Nah,
huh?
man.
Oh, okay, we'll leave that bit there.
Yeah, leave that there, lad, yeah.
So, how long ago was that when you met in the farms? Is that when you sort of connected and you started maybe collaborating together?
Yeah, man, because that was 2007, 2008, weren't it, lads?
How many years ago was that?
So that
18
was nearly 20 years ago,
Nearly
lads,
20
yeah. 18 years
lad,
ago. Madness. And when we got out, that was like 2007, 2008. We got out, obviously. You got a girl in it, and I was still out, lost, doing my things, singing round boozers on it, trying to do music. And then Danny invited me down the studio to SAE Institute, which was just on the Strand there, because he was doing a degree in music, you know what I mean? He was doing it proper. And he asked me to do like
One of your tunes.
a project, weren't it? Yeah.
It was a belter.
And it was called Let's Make It Better. Yeah, let's make it better. Remember that, lads? And,
So, were you producing music at this time?
Yeah, that's when I just started. That's when I was
Yeah,
learning,
yeah.
know what I mean? And like he was coming in and helping me with my projects so I could get my projects, know what I mean? To get the passes and the ticks for your projects, know what I mean?
So you went to you had time in the farms where you were
Yeah.
obviously you were put away for or whatever, but you've went off to go to university and get a degree in music now, haven't you?
Yeah.
So you've
Brilliant.
turned that around, haven't you, mate?
Yeah, yeah.
And here we are.
Right,
Boom.
Yes, John.
No, but it's great though, isn't it? Because
Yeah.
that's inspiring, isn't it? Because you were
Nice
on
one,
a
lad,
certain path and you went, hang about, this isn't the path for
This
me.
isn't for me,
And you
yeah.
turned it round, so that's fantastic, mate. You can be proud of that.
A nice one, John, mate.
What do you mean?
Appreciate that, brother.
Well in, John.
Yeah. So
Boss, man.
did you think like 18 years later in the farms, smoking rollies and that?
Yeah, yeah.
Did you think
Smoking
that
tea bags. You go smoking tea bags on the
Savoury
land.
hats. Yeah, yeah.
Savoury hats and tea bags.
did you think that you'd be
Tea
here
bag
today?
buckets.
We wouldn't have dreamed of this, what we
Nah,
pulled together.
the way we
lad,
pulled
would we?
together, mate.
Nah.
This is independent as well, lads. Know what I
It's
mean?
all
So-
original, it's all organic, know what I mean? It's just hardly any sampling in it, it's proper, like, everything's
You're
real.
allowed to do what
Everything's
you
real.
want to do, aren't you?
Yeah,
Express
man.
yourself in
It's
that
organic
way.
and original, man. It's not following
Wow.
its ends, we're creating our own wave, lad, aren't
That's
we, brother?
it. That's it, man.
So, I know, Anthony, you're in recovery, aren't you?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and how's that sort of, do you think having to go through that pain and having to go through them struggles has sort of put you in a good position now to accept what you're about to receive, in the sense that all that pain and all that hard work has now equipped you to move forwards with this?
Yeah, most definitely. I couldn't concentrate when I was active in addiction. You know, I could do shows, but anything that come of it, lads, whether it was bad or good, I'd celebrate with a drink and drug, you know.
Do you find it was the
Nowadays,
highs, Anthony, that got you? For me, I'm in recovery now. I don't drink or anything at the moment.
Yeah.
But it was always the highs that got me, Anthony, not the lows. Is that what it was like for you? Could you struggle to deal with the highs? Because you've
That's
had
it,
an
mate.
interesting life.
Yeah, man. Anything at all that come good, that was me. On one, lad, I'd celebrate. You know what I mean? With a drink on one of them. Yeah, that's it, lads. I
Done something
couldn't.
good today.
Yeah,
Gone missing for a week.
Yeah, that's it.
You don't know how to deal with the high.
Yeah,
The
I'm like
anxiety
that
and
myself,
whatever,
John.
know
I'm
what I
very
mean?
like that.
And things come good, but you kind of mask it, don't you? When you're using, thinking, yeah, no one's on me, and you're doing it, and you know you're getting through the good stuff and that. But at the same time, lad, it's a blur. You're not enjoying it, lad, are you? I mean, I had some of the best times ever, lad, but it brought me to my knees. Know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like when it hit rock bottom, having to start again. That's it, mate.
Depression gets the best.
Or like, what are they saying? What's he thinking? They're not letting me in. These are all against me. You know what I mean? And you're doing everyone's thinking. You know what I mean? Which really, no one gives a fuck.
No one
know what I mean?
No one gives a shit, lad, but you're in your head, everyone's
That's it, lads. That's it.
it's
But being
madness.
able to, like, I'm 2 albums in now. You know what I mean, lad? I'm doing my own shows. I'm flying out abroad. You know, I've got this big EP. What's an absolute masterpiece. What I'm really grateful to be on and to be doing with big artists. You know,
It's been a long
and Dan's
journey,
given me the opportunity. He said, "Look, I've got some
Give each
beats
other the
here."
opportunity, but do we help each other,
Yeah,
lad?
that's it, bro.
Are you grateful in a way for what you have been through? Looking back now,
No
obviously
regrets,
when you're
brother.
you're in pain. But when you look back, because I know I am, so bad things that have happened to me and lessons I've had to learn and trials and tribulations and challenges, they've prepared me, and I'm grateful for it all. Do you feel like
Wouldn't you change any of it, John? No.
no? Because it's made me who I am.
Made you who you are, lads, of
And I'm
course.
probably the best version of me I've ever been. I've still got lessons to learn,
Yeah,
but I
yeah,
like to
yeah.
think I've learned them. There's value in everything.
Yeah, of course.
I believe. So do you feel what you have been through?
It showed me who I am, lad.
Yeah.
You know, and
It's made you who you are. as
through
well,
being
isn't it?
able to get sober, lad. Don't get me wrong, lad. I still do wrong things. I'm not a saint, but I'm trying my best every
We all
day
fall
to do
short,
better.
mate, and that's how it is. Everyone does.
Yeah, yeah.
So, but you're an artist. You're a creative. That can often be a struggle.
Yeah.
Because
It's on
it's
its own,
us
innit?
special
Yeah.
people. Do you know what I
That's
mean?
it,
When I
bro.
say special, I mean
Yeah.
neurodiverse.
You get your
Whether
head's always
it's
on one, innit?
ADHD, OCD,
Yeah.
autism,
Always
Yeah.
on one.
we're pretty,
Definitely.
you know, we all naturally respond to emotional.
Feel emotions more, don't we?
Yeah,
Take
of
course.
things
We're
over.
we
empaths
need
as well, lads, aren't we?
humans in order to create that.
We
I think
need
you-
humans.
you're
I need people to
diverse,
bounce
or-
off, don't we? Yeah, I'm the same.
But what am I trying to
And
say?
situations, people, places, and things, lads.
Yeah,
innit?
yeah, yeah.
Know what I mean?
But
yeah.
your life of pain, you're able to express that now.
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
saying all
100%.
your life's been pain, Anthony, but I think that's gonna. I think that's gonna resonate with a lot of people, isn't it?
Yeah.
And that's what
Helps,
makes
done it massively with
authentic.
art.
That's it. People can relate
You're real,
to
Anthony,
it. Thank you, brother.
and you've worn it
So
on your
you-
sleeve. And
Thank
you've
you.
shown people as well, and
1,000,000%.
people take so much from that, you know, mate. Because the likes of yourself, you make people feel normal, mate. Because when they're struggling, they go, "Well, he's struggling
He's
as well."
gone through that,
and
hasn't he?
makes
Yeah,
them feel
yeah, you
normal.
bet, yeah.
Yeah, and if
Do you
he
know
can
what I mean?
do it, I can do it.
You
It's
may
a
have
message
saved
in it.
lives, Anthony, and yourself, and not even
So
realised
few,
it.
John.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Brilliant,
brother.
that, John.
But you're now you poured that into your music and being an independent artist as well. can do what you like.
Thank you,
And
brother.
you can be
Gives you
raw
a
and
free
authentic.
pass to do your own things. And
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Put
Yeah,
out
man.
there your art,
So
yeah.
do you feel that's
I'm
what
really grateful for all that, brother. And it's kind of mad because I've had situations with managements, you know, in the past, and you know things have went. It's a brick
Everything's
wall,
in it.
you know what I mean. But being able to be in recovery and go through what I've been through, and come out the other side,
Yeah.
and crack on and help other people. That's the joy, mate, innit?
You do a lot of
The
helping
giving
now,
back.
don't you, Lance?
Yeah,
You
you've got to
help
give
a
it
lot of
away to
people now.
keep it. And I'm really grateful, lad, you know, as yourself. I'm just believing one day at a time, lad. And anything can happen. We don't know what's around the corner,
course.
do we?
No, we've got no control, haven't we?
That's it. And it's like, some things come from round the corner and you go, wow, I didn't expect that. And there's some blessings in life, what you take, you know, and some things that you think, flipping heck, I didn't know I'd be doing this, singing like this and doing this. And you come so far and you're able to handle these situations now and
Yeah.
come back and talk about them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Take the value from the bad. Bad things are going to come, and that's it.
Yeah.
Happiness
Yeah.
has got a
Can't
time and a
control
place.
anything, can you?
Yeah.
It's very seldom. It's not always there all the time, and these challenges are going to
Life's
come. But as
hard,
long
isn't it?
The hurdles.
life's
as
hard.
you can take value from the bad times, and which it sounds like you have, because look where you are now.
Yeah,
You could
yeah.
have went the other way and blamed the world for everything, but you haven't.
And
Yeah,
turned
yeah.
into a bit of a knob, because
Yeah.
most people turn into knobs.
Yeah, you
who've
could have been
through
angry
your-
at the world,
yeah,
like both
angry
of you,
at
you know what I
everything,
mean?
yeah.
Bad things have happened to us all, but I'm not. I
Yeah.
still want to go out and spread joy.
And
Of
spread
course.
joy and that's exactly
course.
it, lad, innit? Yeah.
Because
That's
this
the
world's
choice,
messed
innit?
up, man, innit? And it's people like yourself and me who are, you know, and Daniel, you know what I mean? We come from the best city, don't we? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Who are helping each other.
It's a tough city.
It's tough city,
because-
It's very tough at the minute, isn't it?
Yeah, it is tough, and I think that's why Scousers are always comedians or the funny or the creative,
Or
because
some kind of
we laugh
artist,
at
innit?
ourselves, because it's the only
Yeah.
it's a way of coping. It's a way.
That's
I'm
it.
not. We haven't got it that bad. Don't get
Escapism
me
is
wrong.
with me sometimes.
But I think
escapism,
Liverpool, the history of Liverpool and the way it is, I think
Yeah.
we've used humour and being
course.
creative. Like, look at the people that have come
Banter,
from
we've
this
got
city.
banter on me.
Lad,
You know, some of the best actors in the world, some of the best
Artists.
comedians,
singers, songwriters.
singers. You know what I mean? Like,
Footballers, even
exactly.
Footballers,
You know,
yeah.
we
Athletes.
yeah. Fighters, we bring fighters
Fighters,
as well.
yeah.
We bring some good fighters in the city.
we've inspired the world, mate.
We
I'm
have,
telling
yeah.
you. We're
Brilliant.
Still doing it.
And it's
So-
like, we don't take life as serious, and that's the beauty of it. You know, we're young at heart, aren't
Yeah.
we? Yeah.
So well done, boys. Do you know what I mean? You could be back in the farms, but you're not.
In Walton,
Sonny Walton, lads, yeah.
Smoking tea bags.
smoking tea bags and savoury hats.
So look, have you
Crazy.
just both been? Are you both travelling the world at the moment together?
What we're doing is we're getting
our
some
first
attraction,
release,
you know,
and
for
then-
our first
and then we're
release
gonna
now.
do a tour,
You know what I
yeah.
mean?
Did
Making
you
hype. We've got
just
another
both go to
podcast
camp?
Friday. No,
was it just Anthony?
yeah, I went.
You left behind.
Yeah, you left me.
Boo-hoo.
It's made it over
He's
that.
been-
Lad.
yeah.
Texting him, mate, my way.
Thought we were mates.
Told me, mate, so we doing an EP, lad. You're like, oh, sorry, Dan.
He's in the studio
I'm in the studio most of the
working
time.
day and night, mate. He's mixing, mastering, and he's creating just beats. Because he's also he's doing a thing called DNA.
which is our dance
Where
start.
it's a group dance,
Okay.
you know.
With a female artist called Emma, you know what I mean? Which
Yeah.
is so we're working on numerous projects. You're doing other projects as well, aren't you? You know what I mean? So it's hard work. You've just got to work. You've just got to keep plucking on as many things. as
Oh,
you can.
mate, absolutely. No one's going to come and hand it to you.
Yeah, it's hard.
It's
lad.
like me. I'm an actor, and I've been an actor for 17 years. I'm going to auditions and stuff like that. I can act, I can,
Yeah,
but I'm going
yeah.
to auditions. But I'm leaving it up to someone else
Wow.
to make the choice to give me my break.
It's
So
hard,
I got
yeah,
to a point where I went, nah, I need to carve my own path here.
You
So I've
done
become
it, didn't you? I remember you were watching it
I've
on the
become a
news and that,
producer
yeah.
now, and I'm doing my own thing and stuff like that. But that looks like what you used to do.
That's
and
what we're trying
you're
to do
not waiting around for someone
now.
else.
Because no one will come for
It
you.
might come, but
You gotta
I'm not
put it-
waiting.
Yeah.
So
Of
and that's
course,
what
that's
you're
it.
doing, and you're carving your own path. So
Carving
well
out, that's
done.
why I said we'll create our
Thank
own
you.
wave in it.
That's it,
So
bro.
we get so many knockbacks, don't we? We get someone else like that, and we're thinking, wow, well, this is proper good stuff. We know it is, and we're like, what's it going in? But as soon as you've got hype, everyone wants to know, don't they? You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So
That's
why I
it,
said
lad.
to
It's,
him,
it's jag.
It's
But
jag.
the knockbacks are a blessing, lad. You know what I mean?
There's value in it.
Yeah, that's it, lad. You've
keep
got to go
plucking,
through
and
all
that
that,
one
lad.
yes is worth all the no's.
Oh,
isn't it?
mate, we're in a creative world. It's just rejection after rejection
rejection.
After rejection.
and that is part of it.
Of course,
And
we
then
can
that one
deal with
yes, you're
that.
like that, aren't you?
You've got to keep going, yeah, and
just keep pushing,
and
lad,
that's
yeah.
the
we
resilience
can
in
deal
doing it.
with that, lads. That's nice. It pushes you more to want to do it. Know what I mean?
But speaking for itself, though, with you, Anthony, it's like was speaking to you the other day on the phone, and you're going to Berlin. You've been nominated for an award.
Yeah, that's a best music video. That's next week, brother.
See that? Do you know what I mean? It's
And
like
that was it, bro. Because I was working on doing it. Yeah, I was working on doing Spirit Road, obviously, because I'm still working in construction, lads. I'm not waiting people around. You know what I mean? We're still gigging, aren't we? Like, we're still we fund our own. You know what I mean? And we pay for everything ourselves. We're independent artists, lads, and we all got legged off doing Spirit Road from a job, and next minute an email comes through. It's the Berlin Music Award saying congratulations, Anthony, you've been nominated. And I was like, yeah, sweet, yeah.
Is that real? This is spam, this is it?
Sweet, yeah, that's exactly how it's
Where's Berlin?
Germany, yeah. And then I was like, fucking hell. So yeah, I obviously we submitted the form and that, but even then, lads, when I was at a really good friend of mine's funeral, they got in touch with me last year when I brought my second single out for Street Songs project, what I've just brought out in April. That's independent album again. You know, they got in touch with me and said, Ant, you know, we really like your video, Make Me Love You. Can we submit it? You know what I mean? So I just thought, yeah, go ahead, sound. Submitted it. Didn't, you know what I mean? Didn't think nothing of it. Like, you know, like you were saying, and then bang, just come on a day where I'd just been legged off a job. So, yeah, there's blessings and knockbacks and all that, lad. And like we say, we don't know what's around the corner, lad. No. So that's it. You just keep on working hard. Expect nothing, you know what I mean? Because there's everything to gain, lad, and nothing to lose.
And it's I think what you've got as well, it's being authentic as well. It's like I hate this sort of fake it till you make it stuff. And I know you've been at it for years, but you're authentic and you're moving forward and you're trying. And that's recognised by people, you know. There's no bullshit.
There's no bullshit, it's real.
And people will recognise that and go, do you know what, mate, they're grafting there. I might champion these a little bit. And I think these people
like yourself, just like coming here.
No, but it's like, it's people who are full of shit, who faking it till you make it. Mate, there's a desperation in there. And I think people recognise that sometimes. I think not saying green, but if you are authentic, people want to help. People want you to win.
Yeah,
and I think that's what I'm trying to do personally.
Yeah, I hope so. That's what we're going for. That's what we're keeping it real. That's what we want to do. You know what I mean? Organic.
Your rawness and authenticity, and you know that's why.
That's it. And this fella deserves it because he's.
So do you, bro.
You know what I mean?
You stopped, have you, lot?
Thank you, brother. Same as yourself, Dan. You know, he's been doing this music. He's got his degree. You know what I mean? He's doing the dance stuff. You know, with DNA, Nate and Embo, who were brothers and sisters of ours. We loved them to bits. Yeah. And he deserves it totally, man. You know, and he's pulled, you know, artists in like Koke.
Lots of Paypers coming on.
Lots of Paypers on
for the second year.
Really, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Our best album of the year.
Amazing.
Yeah. So
and blessings like this to, you know, to put our music with, it's a blessing, man.
We'll hope
more
it's
than
going
a
to be
blessing.
Fingers crossed it goes well for us, know what I mean?
Yeah.
The rewards will come, just you're grinding away, and that's amazing.
And that's what we're doing, John. We're writing together. There's many more after this EP. You know, how many ideas have we got?
We're just trying to get everything polished off now so that we can just carry on releasing every 4
So
weeks.
do you feel like, have you got this little symbiotic relationship where we
gel well together, don't we?
Of course. Yeah, over the years, brother, he's been more than a friend. We're family, you know what I mean? And it's crazy.
You feel comfortable and it brings you your
That's
energy
it,
out.
lads,
People
the
can
energy,
hear the
man.
energy of us when we're together. They say it, don't they? So what the mixing engineers and that say. When you're just
worked
together,
really well
they
there,
feel
fellas.
the energy in the music, you know what I mean? Because we've got a long-term relationship in it.
Yeah,
It helps.
So tell us a bit about you, Dan.
Obviously, I started off DJing, running events in clubs. Used to work with Lee Butler in Privilege when he was running that. Used to do events in there. Done really well with that. We took them events to Ibiza. And obviously, just been plucking away in the studio, haven't I? I've been DJ'd on Europe, I've DJ'd in Ibiza.
Sick.
I've just been plucking at it, know what I mean? I'd say to get professional at it though, it's took me years and years to get the mixing side of it and like getting the product to sound right. It takes you years of time, know what I mean? And training your ears. You've got to train your ears, know what I mean?
It's a lot of ear training. It's a craft.
The mixing side of it's really hard because you've got to do frequency training and stuff like that. No training like to listen to different frequencies because each instrument sits in different frequencies. It's not easy, lad, know what I mean? It's not for everyone, is it?
It's like baking a cake, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, it is, isn't it? You've got to have all the right ingredients.
The
right amount of ingredients.
Yeah.
The more bang on you get it, the nicer the cake.
Yeah,
that's how it is, isn't it?
Yeah,
I just compare everything to baking a cake. I do. It makes sense. But the album's called Life.
Yeah, DP, yeah. DP's about
Sorry, DP.
Yeah.
Sorry. The EP is called Life. So tell us, where does that come from?
Because we want to keep it like real and like
The name.
instead of it being like all gang and this, gang that, and shoot that and that, we want to be more real and more positive with it. Know what I mean? So it's about life and what we've been through, innit?
Yeah, man.
Like redeeming pressures, life pressures is on there. Life choices.
The tribulations are going through everything, good and bad. You know,
it's
the
about
struggle
life mainly,
from
you know
where
what I mean?
we're from as well.
Authenticity.
Authenticity,
mate.
yeah,
And
yeah.
that's
Authenticity and realness, man.
Instead
genuine.
of my postcode's this, and I'm gonna do that. No, I just want to keep it like real, more mainstream. Know what I mean? Just
Yeah,
like
man.
so everyone can listen, not just put it in one box. Try and make it a bit more like, oh, that's all right, isn't it? Know what I mean? Like, so it's not.
That's it, man.
So it's not in one box, in it, lads.
There's some soul R&B, you know.
There's some piano ones and so there's ones like that, but it's me. We've got ones like an urban one, like a name with a guitar in the middle. It's like old school, innit?
That's it, that pressure, man. Yeah, and
it's
street
sick.
life, that's, you know,
Sick, that one, innit, bro?
yeah, very medolic, like it's just very R&B, soulish, different, know what I mean? Decent, man.
so. This comes out on the 20th of June.
The first track does.
First track,
Oh,
mate.
the single comes out on the
Here
20th
you
of June.
go with
Yeah,
Koke,
man.
yeah.
What's it like? This little process of putting it together in the studio and stuff. Like, how long's that took? And
Life's got in the way, hasn't it? Life's got in the way.
life,
Yeah.
hey,
That's it.
That's why it's called life. Yeah, life's just
Know what I
got
mean?
in the way,
Exactly,
lad. That's
exactly.
it. It's
It
totally
is.
gets in the way.
It is,
lad,
bro.
doesn't it?
Yeah, but it's exciting
Whip
at the
something
same
amazing will
time.
happen and then we'll get kicked in the head, won't we?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you've done well there, but yeah, I'll get back there and there, know what I mean? Get put right back down again, don't we?
That's it, lad.
Something amazing will come and I feel like you're like waiting for something to come out the sky and hit you on the head or something. You're just like, what's going to happen here now? What's coming now next? Know what I mean? It's heavy, man.
Yeah,
Don't know
man.
what's happening, do you?
Mad. The process of it all, lad, it's exciting. You know, it struggles at time because you have your bad days in the studio where you don't
blank,
make
innit?
fucking something every day. You know, you get something down now and you roll with it. Something sounds good.
Some days
And
are
then-
amazing, some days we go in, don't we? And we're just looking at each other, just like,
Yeah.
blank, don't we? And we just go, oh, lad, we might just have to come.
Yeah, the mental health side kicks in sometimes where you're
Something will pop up
overthinking.
from the
Know what I
past and
mean?
we'll go, oh, what's that? Oh, we'll go all weird and start thinking all madness and have to just...
Yeah,
That's
it
mad.
does. It happens, doesn't it, lads? It happens to us, but you know, mainly, lads, it's we get in, lads, and we're passionate, man, and
When it's good, innit?
we send them off to the rappers, and they're like, lad, that's fire, that, in the, you know what I mean, for this EP, what's made, they're like, that's fire, that, and then Koke sent his stuff over, and we were like, fucking hell, this is gonna bang. You've seen the video, innit?
Yeah.
So it's, you know what I mean,
it looks really good.
and then obviously Potter, he thinks it's heavy, done it
proper hard,
on his song called Choices, you know what I mean? And then we've got a string full of other artists. We're only going to let you in on Koke and Potter Payper. The rest will be a surprise, lad, know what I mean?
What sort of drives you forward doing this? What is it? What gets you out of bed? What gets you excited about getting in the studio?
And after you've created something, it's just a high, innit, lad? Know what I
It is.
mean?
This
It's
is
good.
all we know, brother. This is all we've gone for all our life. You know, that's all I've ever done. That's all Dan's ever done since I've known him. You know, being into music, being wanting to write, being gigging with bands, you know, being in the studio, how it's made and stuff. Like I said, 15 we was when I made my first single, How Long Is Love, with the Bobby's helmets in the band.
iPod.
Yeah, that's it, on the MP3. And it was just a passion from there, singing on the streets, you know, doing other things, you know what I mean?
I have to pause that Nate's outside. That's a little one.
Yeah, because it's just hard to phone me. Nate's outside, so we're going to bring a fucking kid in now from DNA. Stay fucking tuned, all right?
And as if by magic, we have Nathan Ferrio.
Whoa.
Nice to join.
It's like,
I'm not
brother,
being funny, not Nathan, but what time to call this?
No, better late than never, though, innit?
better late than never,
You know
lad,
what
you know
I mean?
that.
What's that?
I know what? They call me 5 minute 1 hour, don't they? I let you everywhere. Clearly, that, yeah. You know, better
you have
than
it
being a
last minute,
no-show,
though,
innit? Yeah, it's got to be done, though.
So who are you then?
No, what, I'm just a random and you just fired me off the street there. Said to me, look, do you want to come and jump on with these nutters? I said, well, I'll do 5 minutes, like, you know what I mean?
I only joke. So Nathan, you're a producer.
Yeah, producer. Part of DNA with Daniel.
Yeah.
Played the dance yard, and then my sister's the singer of DNA. Obviously, we all interclined, though, because Anthony's going to do some songs with us and just trying to push each other, really, from both angles.
Yeah, so
Trying
you
to work
involved with
together.
the EP.
Yeah. In the
He's
background.
the exec.
In the background, yeah, because obviously where my sister's the singer on choices. We worked on that. Weirdly enough, we done that in my kitchen.
In my kitchen on the side.
When we were
Didn't
stuck.
even have a studio.
We didn't have a studio for a minute.
Just set the PC up on his table.
Just
in the
set it
kitchen
up in
and
the-
just cracked on.
And just
That's
end up
great,
pulling
though,
it
innit?
together. We've done that a few times, haven't we?
Yeah,
All the
yeah.
ones what we've just ended up doing have just been perfect.
The better
haven't they?
ones when
That's
you
it.
don't try to
The
sing
unexpected ones.
Yeah, they just come from nowhere.
they
Don't
do,
they? Like
yeah.
the
Like
ones.
giving them, like someone
Yeah.
from today.
Well, if
giving
you
them-
watch Get Back, the Beatles documentary
Yeah,
on
man.
Disney Plus,
Yeah.
mate, some of the songs that he's doing on there, like the two of us, and like I think it was Let It Be as well. You just see McCartney go,
McCartney
Yeah.
at the
Just
start,
comes,
lads,
doesn't
yeah.
it?
Yeah.
Comes in
No,
waves.
the ones what when we've tried, they've been an headache, and then when we just come in and just went, look, let's go for this. When we done
The best ones are always the
Yeah.
easiest, it seems like.
when we
Yeah.
done Chasing Sunsets, we were doing it as a free remix. We were just gonna put a old vocal to it. And
We're gonna
when
put
we
Tracy
made
Chapman
the
on it,
song,
weren't we?
we
And
were
then
just
just-
like, we can't do that with this.
Yeah,
We've got a right to this.
Yeah,
Rang
yeah.
my sister, said, look, we're not doing this as a remix. Come down and
Yeah,
write.
yeah.
Get down
And
the
she come
studio.
down and we were like sunning that, and she just went Sunsets, Chasing Sunsets, and then we just started writing. Ended up
kept
pulling it
on
off.
simple in the end.
Yeah, just because obviously
They're the best
it's
sessions,
better.
aren't they?
It's better authentic, innit?
Yeah.
At first, we were gonna do it as a remix, where it would have just been give it out for
Free download.
just a free download, an old vocalist on it, and when we made the song, it was like it's too good to
Too
do that.
good,
We need to
yeah.
write ourselves to it and make it, and it's probably ended up one of the best ones, hasn't it?
Yeah, commercial.
Up there.
Yeah.
It's gonna
Darren
bang.
Friends,
It's gonna bang, lad, innit?
it's been big.
So you're saying about, you know, we're talking about being from Liverpool and, you know, authenticity, and we're talking about maybe hardships have sort of shaped who you are and who we are. Like, do you take influence from, obviously, Liverpool? You know, it's produced some amazing musicians,
Beatles,
artists, you know.
legends.
Yeah.
Look, the list is endless.
Yeah,
isn't it,
endless,
really?
lad, yeah. Liverpool.
So, have you took influence from these, of these sort of, like, if you like, you look at the Beatles, or I look at certain actors and I'll be like, they can do it, I can do it.
Yeah.
Like, who is
Yeah.
it from
No, what?
Liverpool inspires
No,
you?
the difference. For
It
me,
was someone in
sort of-
Liverpool who inspired me
It's
as well, yeah.
music what's inspired, but it's sort of music gets you through the hard times, doesn't it? When your head's gone, you can put a song on, it just flicks you back, doesn't it? And bit by bit, you start.
Helps you with your
it
mental
start-
health,
yeah,
doesn't
it starts helping you out, and you start thinking, well, this is what I want to do. Do you know
Therapy,
what I
innit?
mean? It's like
Therapy, innit?
And obviously, it's everyone's got their own little story, haven't they? Where my sister just sang from when she was about that big. So I'm younger than her, so I'm just watching her sing every day in the house, all over the house, and I'm thinking, I want to do
That's an
something with this,
inspiration
do you
in
know what I mean?
itself.
That's
Yeah,
inspiration.
yeah.
So your own sister inspired
Yeah,
you,
that's
innit,
it.
bro?
Yeah, she did, lad,
Yeah.
yeah.
And that's it. You're so close, aren't you?
Yeah,
Stone
yeah,
and me?
close.
Someone from Liverpool inspired me as well, because if you see someone who does it from your background, it gives you belief.
It does.
Yeah.
Like Maz is even inspiring people now.
Yeah,
Of
I mean,
course.
yeah.
Yeah, everyone wants to be a
Camelphat's
rapper.
inspired
now,
me,
because
that's what I
Maz has
mean.
done it from
Yeah,
from hardship.
That's what
everyone.
happens, though. Like,
Exactly.
with
Someone looks
Camelphat
and
with
just
me.
goes, yeah, he's done
Know
it,
what I
so
mean?
I can do it. Know what I mean? It
Camelphat
gives
proper inspired me.
Camelphat, yeah, and they're
I ended up
scouts,
proper
lads.
when I was a
Know
kid,
what
he
I
just
mean?
took me under the wing loads, know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'd see
Wow.
the lad, I've been in adult everywhere, he just grabbed me like, you're with us.
You're with us.
Took
Yeah.
me everywhere, I'm backstage everywhere with them, I'm like, have me birds in the other gaff, you know? Like, what? Like, and they're like, what? 3 days later as well, know what I mean? I'm like, sad. But yeah, they inspired me a lot as well. Because they're just scouts
And that in
society, lad,
itself,
and
you're
they've done it
learning, aren't you,
themselves.
there,
Yeah,
lads?
of
Know what I
course.
mean? Looking
Of
and
course.
learning and
Definitely.
building your craft, lads.
Definitely, lad. Because it gives
See?
you that,
Foundation.
gives you that first edge, just seeing what it's like, know what I mean? And you think, this
Gives
is
you
what I
hope,
want,
doesn't
know what I
it?
mean?
Yeah,
If
yeah.
these can do it,
If
why
we
can't
can,
these, you know what I
yeah,
mean? I can
yeah.
have a go.
It's the
And you
fire,
just start
lads.
having a go.
So, obviously, you've had good things happen and you've had bad things happen, and maybe you've had hits and misses and stuff like that. But what is it that just keeps you cracking on? What is it that keeps you wanting to carry on producing and making
The
music?
love for it, isn't it? The love for it, lads.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
The
The love for
feeling
it.
when you've created something, it's like
The
There's
joy
nothing
that it
better when-
brings
when-
to
when-
other
like,
people
when
as
it's-
well.
When you get that final piece basically done and you just look at each other like, we've just done this here.
Yeah.
There's no better feeling, is there?
Yeah, that's
It's
it.
just nothing better.
There's no better feeling, bro, is there?
It's sick. I mean, the joy that it brings other people as well,
That's
man.
what,
Know
that's
I
what it's
mean?
about, though, isn't it?
The joy when it brings other people
Because
as well, that's a good one, yeah.
we've all went through hard times, and certain songs you can relate to and they pick you back up, and that's what you want to do, don't you? You want to make other people,
Things
when
people can listen
you want
to,
people
yeah.
to relate to
Yeah,
everything,
yeah,
do you know what I
relatable,
mean?
know what I mean?
You want people to actually get goosebumps and think, oh, they just done that, and relate to everything.
I
The
think
words in it mean a lot, don't they?
Being creative, ultimately, bottom line, whether it's writing music, whether it's being an artist,
Yeah, anything
or
in
whether it's
life.
being writing a film, whether
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
a horror, whether it's a romance, whether it's a comedy. Ultimately, it's about getting
Yeah,
an
it
emotional
is.
response.
is.
Yeah.
That's the
Feelings.
bottom
The
line.
emotional, yeah,
About
of course.
feelings, innit?
The
Yeah,
joy
it
it
is.
An
brings.
emotional response from someone as a creative. That's your
That's it.
job done.
You've done it,
Of
haven't
course.
you?
Of
That's
course.
it.
It's part of you, isn't it? When you start doing it, and it's contagious. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you get the bug, don't you?
Yeah.
That's it, brother.
It's addictive.
Yeah, it is.
It's
And
It's
before you
addictive,
know it,
Roger.
you've got energy where everyone's you know, on that wave.
Especially
Nah,
when
you
you play
feel
it
it.
to someone
Know what I
knowing
mean?
like
You feel
it's
it.
on your show, when you're on your live show. Like,
When you see the reaction of people, it
yeah,
gives
the
you that.
reaction of people is
That's
what
when
gets
you
the
actually
most,
think,
yeah.
hang on a minute, this is actually good, this, do you know what I mean? Like when you done that show, lad, when your song come on, it changed the full show instantly.
Thank
It
you,
did.
brother.
Do you know what I mean? Everyone said it, everyone we
Everyone
spoke
said it,
to
though,
said
even
it
Skitson,
changed the
that was
full
saying
thing.
it, didn't
Oh.
It did.
And that was something we created, lads.
know,
You know what I
I know,
mean? We writ.
I know.
And that's the ultimate payback, you know what I mean? Because it's
that feel like,
it's internal, innit? You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
of
It's not
course.
external.
No,
It comes from
it
your
is.
heart,
That's
your
it.
soul, doesn't it? You know what I mean?
Definitely.
So to bring joy, mate, and, you know, to give other people hope, you know what I mean, as
That's
artists
it.
and that.
If
Because I
it-
know people we've listened to, like the Beatles, you know,
Definitely.
people from
Fleetwood
Liverpool,
Mac,
you know.
yeah, what do you want like this?
It's made us think, yeah, you know, inspired us.
Yeah, 100%.
And the artists nowadays who are out, you know, in the Liverpool circle, whether it's rap,
Liverpool's
indie,
booming
or
at the
anything,
minute though, isn't
even
it?
the fighters in
It is,
Liverpool,
innit?
you know what I
Booming
mean?
at the minute, Liverpool.
Like
In
the
every
Celtic
angle,
Amazing
though.
in 10 years.
In every
You wouldn't have
angle.
thought that 15 years
No,
ago.
I know.
Nah, no one would
It's
know.
not.
The older generation go, wow, can't believe how it is. Used to be a bomb site, didn't it?
No, I mean, you're saying rap.
Yeah.
Just from every angle.
Yeah.
Rap,
every
Rap,
angle. all right.
fighting,
But rap, even the rap's
dance,
taken off now. In
everything,
London,
the rap,
used to just
the
own
Liverpool
it.
Yeah,
did
yeah,
it.
Liverpool didn't
Liverpool
really do
never,
it.
Liverpool
At
never
all.
done rap.
Because the accent wasn't
It's like-
accepted.
I know.
Now the accent's
It's like the
cool
new
and
trend,
everyone
isn't it?
loves it. It's
It
mad.
is. It's like the new trend now. Like there's so many people in Liverpool rapping.
Gigs and Charlie.
Yeah.
Stock
Like,
Think
no
and
about
chance
it.
rapping.
Think about
Yeah.
it. But say 10 years ago when we were kids, if your mate started rapping, lad, you're gonna laugh at him and
You're a
let
bit
him
of a
at you.
meme.
Yeah, you're a bit
It was
of a
though.
meme.
You
Yeah,
were
yeah,
wearing
yeah,
him.
yeah, yeah,
It was a bit mad,
away
wasn't it?
from us.
It
But
was
it's
a
like
bit
that now.
serious.
Now
Nah, but
now
it's
you're
just
cool,
now
aren't
you're the
you? One
cool
of the
kid
lads.
to do it. It's
Gang.
mad.
No one actually took it serious, but like 10 years ago it was like Duke and that doing it, A-Star,
A-Star,
Thames,
yeah.
and then, you know,
He weren't
they
many,
brought
was
the
they?
next loads in, know what I
Yeah.
mean? And then look who's out now, lads.
Mazza blew it up proper, and then
Vinny.
everyone just went ham
mean?
about it now since he's done it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's really inspired a lot of people.
Yeah,
The
Mazza
wave,
has, yeah.
you know what I
Mazza
mean?
blew it up
He
because
has.
even little kids take it. Like you see
Yeah.
young kids now because of him. You know what I mean? It's
Give
just,
people confidence to do
Most
it, didn't
definitely.
it?
yeah.
Most definitely.
He did blow it. Even though Duke did blow it at first, didn't he? And then he had A-Stars. You know what I mean? When he was Twiggy and that, they did half pattern, but Liverpool wasn't quite
But that's what I
accepted.
mean.
Mazza broke that
Lad,
barrier.
Theirs was
TV
sort of
was-
just an area, weren't it?
Yeah.
What they where Maz is
Toffee.
actually like it's
From
the full of
Bootle and all,
Liverpool
yeah.
from all the way around. Everyone's just listening to him and
Yeah,
going
and
nuts
he's all
for it.
over the place.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
crazy
yeah.
what he's done.
Yeah, killing it.
So obviously, music's your passion. What are your goals with the music? Ultimately, where was it you'd love to go? Where you go? Look,
Selling out shows, innit?
Something as well. It's something I think's important as well. It's like we always try and we don't live in the now.
You're
We're
always
living in the
project, don't
past,
you, in
or
the
we're
past?
always
Yeah,
looking
yeah.
forward to what, and we don't enjoy now. And the future and the past are
Looking
just
into the future or the past.
Living in the
yeah.
moment is so hard, isn't it, bro?
it is hard, but it's like, so where do you say to yourself, right, I'm there, I've made it? Because when you get to the vision,
You're
of
always
where,
putting the goal ahead, aren't you?
Yeah,
You're
so
always
when-
pushing your goal forward.
once you get to that vision that you think you've made it, once you're there, you're probably not going to think you've made it. So at what point do you think, do you know what? I'm happy here. I've done it. What's your goal?
Should
And
just-
is
good
all your
shout,
goals
guys.
just
Yeah,
about
it is.
music, or have you got other things? Do you want to go out and inspire kids? Do you want to
There's got a lot
start
of things
businesses?
in it,
What is it you want to
We
do?
want to do that, but we
We wanna
also
give
want to
back
be.
loads,
We want to
loads,
have
yeah.
recognition of being
Of course.
good artists. We want the recognition of being good. You know,
You want to
putting
be
good music out there,
legitimised.
lads. Yeah, from artists, from people who are genuinely listening. You know, and that's what we want to do, mate. You know, get good recognition, man.
At the same time, you want to better your family's life and your
That's the
friends'
main
life.
thing,
innit? That's
innit?
what you
That's the
make.
main
Like,
thing with
you
it.
want through
I
the
want
music.
my kids and my kids not to
Of
struggle
course,
like
to
we
do
did.
like what we did. That's
the
the
main
old. That's
thing,
the
innit?
main. It's
You
always
wanted to
been the
break
main
that
thing.
barrier of struggle because
if-
everyone from our background struggles, so you just want to
Of
like,
course.
oh, you can make your kids like not.
And if we can do
that'd
that
be
by
good, know what I
expire,
mean?
if we can do that at the same time as expiring people, it's the best thing we can do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just think
man.
about it as I've
Inspire
said to you.
people as well,
Imagine when we release, lad, and your kids are like to the mates in school, look, here's me dad. So, like, it's going to
yeah.
be different.
Yeah.
And then we can better their lives bit by bit, and you
Yeah.
won't ever have to do the struggles what we went through.
Yeah.
So
You
you
know
want
what
to
I mean?
change the narrative.
We want to
don't you?
change
Yeah.
it,
Yeah,
yeah.
you want to change it,
Want to change it.
and
then,
that
yeah.
will all come with it. Know what I mean? All the joys and the fruits of life, and that.
That'll come with it.
the
then.
work that we've put in, the hard work. Obviously, go on tour, work with bigger artists, and you know, expand. Know what I mean? Branch out, and you know, tour Europe, have songs in the charts,
Yeah, chart. You want
and bring the family. Of course, you know, our kids. You know what I mean? If they want to go down that route, you know what I mean? We can help them.
You
know
can
what
give
I
them
mean?
better opportunities,
Give them
can't
better
you?
opportunities
Whatever they want
and
to
that.
do, you
Link
can
them up
have
with-
try and sort
Because networks,
these
good,
networks,
innit?
because you can help a
link
lot
them up,
more
you give
out.
them more opportunities for
Yeah,
your family and kids,
definitely.
innit? Definitely.
And help, you know, charities.
Yeah, that's going to be a lot. What we're going to do a lot, though, isn't it?
We were at Southern Sam, weren't we, lad, last year?
Yeah.
And that was a brilliant show, weren't it? But that's it, mate. Stay real and just keep cracking on. Help other people.
Try and
our
help kids who
families.
are actually going through the same stuff as
That's
us,
it.
knowing what I mean.
Well, that's it. People have inspired you, and by you sort of, you know, chipping away, and eventually you'll get it where you want to be. But the question is, where does it?
When do you say that you're there?
But
Yeah.
you will be inspiring people. I'm sure you've already inspired
No, what, though,
people as it is.
Yeah,
Our first release, we'll be happy with that. We're there, but then obviously, as you say, it's always going to be, well, what's next? How are we going to do big? What are we going to do next? Like, I understand what you mean, but I'll be happy as soon as I'm comfy and my family are comfy, and like that's all.
Yeah,
I'll
of
be
course.
happy, family and friends, as long as
So
everyone
you're just
feels
not
comfy.
struggling all the time, and you've got all worries and pressures.
You can help. You can help your mates
That
set
freedom,
businesses
isn't it?
up. You
Yeah,
can just
that freedom.
Yeah, just to take that edge off everyone, and then I'll be happy then.
Yeah.
So with that being said, where would you like to see yourselves in 5 years' time?
Selling out Bramley Moore.
Bramley Moore.
Is that what you want?
Selling out the
Shout
dock.
out
Selling out the dock.
Yeah, selling out Bramley Moore. You want the docks, don't
No,
you?
you want the dock. You want the front, waterfront.
Belter.
I'll be happy with that.
Yeah, I want like
Never
songs in the
Anfield,
charts, features with
Go on.
songs in the charts, features with
We want top 20 with
you know
this
what I mean,
EP and
top
this
20.
release. Definitely.
Being able to tour, mate, you know what I mean, and
You have to live nice and do
help
what you
other
love, innit?
people, lads, and you know, be known, have the recognition
Yeah.
of being an artist. I mean, I know we're all artists in our own right and ourselves, but you know,
Get the full recognition for it.
yeah, being able to break records, you know, and being able to just do what we need to be doing, lads, in music. You know, maybe go down a role of acting. You know what I mean?
You do acting
We've always
anyway,
liked
don't
acting.
I wouldn't mind doing my own
That's it.
series and
You've
shit
done a
like
bit
that.
of acting, haven't you?
Yeah, I've done loads
So
of
have I.
acting, lads.
have I.
Theatre shows and that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Brilliant
On the
for that,
bottom
innit?
level. We were in Bold Studios, weren't we?
You won't be that with me, that's what I'm saying.
Where we want to be, mate, that's it. Just selling out, featuring with artists, having songs in the charts, going on tour, helping the family. And, you know, the possibilities are endless, aren't they?
Who would you like to one day maybe, like, what's a vision you've got? Who's an artist that you'd love to really work with, and who could you imagine yourself being on stage with, collaborating with? Who's
your main one?
I want to work with The Rock. I reckon I'm working with The Rock one day. Only because I reckon me and The Rock will just get on. He'll be like, hey, John, come on. And I reckon he'll take me under his wing. And he's like, oh, don't worry, John, I'll get you in all the jobs. You know, I just got to feel that's going to happen.
John.
I've had 2 teams of
Need for
work with
speed,
The Rock.
lads.
Yeah. There's Fat Mate.
After that, though, innit?
Pebble. There'll be Pebble and The Rock. Pebble and The Rock too. Yeah. Hard as nails.
Belter.
Like a buddy cop. Sorry, I'll shut up now.
We've already worked with some of the people we dream to work with though anyway now, so we're already making that happen, aren't we? So
That's it, mate. You know,
obviously there's a few more, but
there's people like Benson Boone, he's the boy at the moment. Georgia Smith,
Georgia Smith,
Maverick Sabre.
Maverick
You know what I
Sabre.
mean? Yeah,
He
picture
used to look like Maverick Sabre.
Belter.
Got a bit of a look, yeah. I remember seeing him in this thing and I went, no way,
That's me.
I like Maverick Sabre.
Yeah, he's good stuff.
he is,
He's
he's
got
good.
that tone, and
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah, he's got a nice soulful tone.
Yeah,
Remind
yeah.
me of Maverick, son, to say that to you sometimes.
I said that to you, didn't I?
Yeah.
Because there was a song where I listened to of him and I was saying to him we should try and work out on something where, like the dance version, but if we do our own little beat and get you to write to it.
Yeah,
Definitely.
one, yeah.
1,000,000%, man. That's one in the pipeline, innit?
Yeah.
So who would you like to like eventually go on tour with? And
Ourselves.
like, who would you like to work with, you know what I mean? Like there's a young lad from Bootle, isn't it? Brad Keller. The
Yeah,
pianist.
Brad Kelly. Pff, he's on tour with Gary.
I know.
Yeah,
I know, but
Gary Barlow.
Since he's a kid.
He's boss guy.
It's like he must be like, I've met Brad a few times and he's quite, all right, John. He's like, he's shy,
stuff, man.
he's humble,
Shy, yeah,
and he's lovely, and he's authentic, and it's amazing to see him sometimes.
Yeah,
like I did
beautiful.
see him on that show, and I didn't. I
saw him
just
with
seen
Gary
a kid.
Barlow, innit?
Yeah, and I messaged him, mate, I don't know you. I'm so proud, yeah. And I do send a little message.
I went to see him with his sister and
enjoy
started
it, man.
crying. He started crying on his thing, didn't I?
Yeah, I think I cried.
I cried watching him.
Wow.
Yeah, he gets you, doesn't he? Because of the story behind him, and he's just how he gets lost. I started
Look
crying.
at the shit he's been through.
Brilliant, yeah.
You know,
Care and all that, yeah.
he was adopted and blah blah blah, and he could have been angry at the world, and he never. And he channeled it all into his piano, and he mightn't have been noticed, but he has been. And look at him now.
Yeah.
That's amazing. It's an amazing
He
story.
played on the Camp and Furnace next door, yeah. You know what, my debut single, my debut album,
really, yeah.
By the River, lads, know what I mean? And he was coming to the rehearsals and that. We actually met him in the hostel where Sarah and I were living, lad, in James Street. And remember when you dropped us off?
Yeah.
And he bought like fucking, how many? He bought about 10 CDs off me because I
got
was
10
selling the
albums off
CDs,
him,
know what I mean?
yeah.
He said, yeah, lad, there's a one, give me 10 CDs of like fucking sound. And then that's where we met him, know what I mean? And his girl.
Yeah. Was
And
this
then
before he took off?
Yeah. So we got talking.
That's
and
before
then,
the piano, wasn't it?
yeah. And he was playing piano and Sarah said, you want to hear this kid? I was like,
He gets
sound.
lost in it,
So
doesn't
do you
he?
play piano
Do you
and
need
that,
the way he
lads?
does it though? Because he doesn't read. He just plays himself and
Yeah.
finds it, doesn't he?
He
It's
can't
like
read, he just jockeys.
Classically,
That's
mate,
crazy.
he's
Yeah.
fucking on that
He's
level,
got
lad.
the ear for it.
He just jockey a lot. When he see music, nah, lads, I just jockey a lot.
Yeah, and he played with us, lads. Brilliant.
He is different, isn't he?
But it went off that show, lads, and, he went on to do, look at him, lad. Boss.
Shows what
love
people
for
can
the
do if
kid,
they
man.
put the mind to it though, can't they?
That's it.
You know?
Years of dedication
chipping
to
away.
break the barrier with music,
Yeah.
though, I think. It's hard work.
No, it is. A lot of
Don't
people
get accepted till you've done it for years in the
Yeah.
music game, I've noticed.
Lad, so
You've
many
got to be
times you can-
let in or invited in, or you've got to,
Yeah.
it's tough.
Once you break the barrier, it's easier, isn't it? But breaking the barriers hard,
Kicking
especially
that
for
door
some
off, as soon
people,
as you
lad.
kick the door off,
You
it's
know what I
like
mean?
everything comes, doesn't
You can
it?
take knocks after knocks, and a lot of people just walk out, step back and think, no, what, I can't do
It's
this.
just a
don't
game
they?
of nose all the time.
No,
isn't it?
once you kick the door off, it
No,
doesn't
once you-
necessarily...
Doesn't it just
No,
start-
you've got to
still
keep
keep going.
going.
No,
Keep going, haven't you?
it'll come in waves, mate.
Yeah, that's
So
it.
you might get a bit of success and you'll see someone, he'll get 50,000 views on Instagram and they're walking around town thinking a boss. No, it doesn't work like that.
Yeah,
you
of
might
course.
have a little bit of hype, whoop-de-doo. You've got to maximise
Yeah,
on that
that's
because
it.
it does that.
No, of
And he'll
course.
do
Up and
this.
It's like a roller coaster, isn't it?
And he'll
Yeah.
forget you when you go
I
down
know.
there, you
Yeah,
know, and then
yeah.
once you start getting back up, they all start DMing
Yeah,
you.
yeah,
and stuff,
yeah.
and
Exactly
then-
how it is.
So
Yeah,
be aware
yeah,
of that.
all of
You know?
that, lads.
So
It's always a roller
You
coaster
see
life,
that in the
innit?
music all the time, don't you? Because people blow and then they lose their head a bit and they try it. And
Gotta
before
bring
you
it
know
back,
it, they
haven't you?
disappear again, and they have to look at themselves and think, what was I going on about there? Do you know what I mean? Where you've got to be consistent and you've got to back it up.
Yeah.
You can't just come out with one song and go, oh yeah, that's me. You've got to, before you even release, you've got to have your backups, haven't you? You've got to be
you gotta
ready
have a
for
full
it.
catalogue
You've
before
got
you
to have a
go for it, really,
catalogue before you can do anything.
Yeah, but you've got to take the lows as well. It's
Yeah,
part
of
it.
course.
So
That's
when
it.
you go down, there's a reason
You've
why
got
it
to
goes
pick yourself
down.
back up.
So having that trajectory all the time, that could be quite dangerous, to be honest.
Yeah, we're quite good at that though, aren't we? We get dropped down every other week and then we have to bring ourselves
It's
back up.
part
So
of it and it's healthy,
Yeah.
but just have a little look at that and
could,
sort of
like,
see what's
with-
going on around you when you are down.
You've got to take
And
you've
you've
got to
got to
take
see-
it, you've got to
who's
take
waiting.
it.
And when you're
not-
back up again,
Yeah.
just remember who was. Well, that's my opinion.
yeah,
No, that's right,
That's how
100%, John.
you learn that
Men
already
use
in
their
life,
faith
don't
to
So
you?
this new single with Koke,
Yeah.
how's that come about? How did you agree? And what was it like collaborating? And when's it out?
It's out on
Is
the
that on the
20th.
20th?
Yeah,
It's
out on the 20th. The
But it
video and the singles out in it on all platforms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The video, when we shot the video, was boss, lad, weren't it?
Was it?
I
It
was
was meant to be a police chase in it, weren't it? And there's the kid who was driving a police car blew his Xbox up, so we blew his car up and it was like, oh, we didn't end up putting the police chase in it, did we? Had to like jockey in on the set and that.
Yeah,
didn't
the
we?
lad was saying to him, lad, I won't be able to chase you because I'm just going to go past you. I'll take the piss out of
He
you.
blew
and
his
that.
car up on the first corner.
he started flying. I've come past in another car and it's just smoke coming out of this lad's
Just hit the first
brand new
roundabout.
BMW.
This is on the set and that.
What's
This
he
was on
done?
set.
Yeah.
Coke went, don't worry, it happens all the time. I was like, that's scratching me. We've got no police chase in this video now.
Crazy.
Did
But
you
are we
work well
actually-
together?
Yeah,
What, we
we
went to
actually
Boss Bond
come
together,
to
didn't
do
we?
it. Was
Coke backed us, didn't he? Smashed it for us, well, didn't he?
he did, yeah. Dan was in his flat and like we were already working on stuff and he said, well, come down. We've got the studio here. So I went down to Dan's place and like he put the beat on and it was like, weren't it? The guitar of who was it? Mick
Williams.
Yeah,
is the
Mick
guitar,
Williams.
Yeah.
And it was like a riff. So we just started writing some notes down and that, and it was like we kind of got a vibe for like hearing you call, you know what I mean? And we were both going through a bit of madness, weren't we, lads? Know what I mean? And You know what I mean? You've been through a lot, Dan, innit?
Yeah. I was
And-
struggling with grief, weren't I? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Lost my girl to suicide.
Oh, did you, mate?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, man, lost my girl to suicide. And my baby in my hands, man. It was heavy.
Yeah.
I'm still not the same now, to be honest.
When was that?
5 years ago, and it still hurts.
Yeah, never be the same, will it?
Never been the same since.
Like,
Oh, I'm
it's-
sorry
it's
to
a-
hear that, mate.
It's a horrible thing we've got in common without even last year the same date as his girl.
Same
my
day,
best
our
mate
mate killed himself.
My
on the
best
same
mate
day.
killed himself on the same
I
day.
was like, whoa. It was the same day, so I was like having a mad PTS attack. I was like, wow, what's going on here? I didn't believe it was real. Started freaking out. And it was real, know what I mean? Exactly the same day, took his life. It was weird, like crazy PTSD moments.
I'm still lost over it. Now we'll always be lost, won't we? Every day is a struggle over
hard,
it.
man. Liverpool's high for suicide at the minute.
Yeah,
I feel
every day is a struggle.
I've lost like
That's the bad thing about it though, because now when you're actually having your highs, they're not highs. Because all you think is he's not here. I went to the Liverpool last game of the season the other day, meant to be the best thing ever, and watching me team lift the cup first time in my life, watching the Premier League, and I'm just sat there crying. Just like, how can you enjoy things? Do you know what I mean? It's hard.
Makes it harder to enjoy the
Grief's hard.
Yeah,
It's
it
like
is.
I've had my own fair share of grief, and
Yeah.
whether it's even heartbreaks grief,
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
losing a loved one's
Yeah,
grief.
yeah.
But at the same time, you've also got to give yourself permission to enjoy
No,
it.
I know,
You've got to
I
ask
know,
yourself
I
the
know.
question, what would he want
Nah,
you to
that's
do?
what you've got to try and do. You've got to pick yourself up, haven't you? And think, he's probably thinking, what are you on about? Know what I mean? He wants
Pick
us
your
to.
head up,
You've
yeah,
got to
yeah,
pick your head up, haven't you? You've got to, otherwise you wouldn't do nothing.
Yeah, they don't want to see
Like,
us.
that's
You know?
what,
They want to see us
pushed,
shine.
that's
don't
what
they?
pushed it back a bit again for us, didn't it?
Yeah,
We were
lots
getting
of-
there, we
every
were
time
about to do
something good
everything.
happens, that's why I
and
say, John, I
boom.
feel like something's going to hit you on the
Every
head.
time when we're about to do
something,
something.
like scared of it. Is this going to go well? What's
Like
going to
PTSD, innit?
Yeah.
Mad.
And being through all that, he phoned me down, lad, and like we was already working on a few bits, weren't we,
Because
Dan?
I
And
was
then-
struggling me then bad,
Yeah.
weren't I? You were coming some days, I wasn't there, so I felt like he was coming straight from work, so I felt bad on him sometimes. So he's coming and I'm not really in the room, but he was still coming, weren't you?
Oh yeah, that's all cool, and that's part of the struggle.
Yeah,
Know what I mean?
yeah,
That's to make it all worthwhile,
Some
lad.
days he'd come up feeling bad because he'd be thinking, Dan going to be all right tonight? Is he going to be in the room and that? Know what I mean?
And he was there for you.
He was there for me all the time. He was,
Gotta
wasn't he?
be.
lad?
And he's
Yeah.
been there for me. You know what I
Gotta
mean?
be.
He's
It's
been
the
there
same.
for Dan and me as well. You know what I mean? Let's get that out there. And we're hearing you call. It kinda, you know what I mean? It went, didn't
He
it?
went, yeah. And that's
Like, you know what I mean?
We got him
Hearing
on
you
the
call,
track because of the.
know what I
because we were
mean?
thinking of Chloe, and you knew you were close to him anyway because you were in a video with him anyway, weren't you?
Yeah, man.
You
Yeah.
were in one of Coke's videos, weren't you? Outside Anfield, was it?
Ah,
But
sorry
he
about that.
supports Liverpool though as well, doesn't he? So
He does, yeah.
he
I
loves
went outside
Liverpool.
Anfield, lads. I was in the car.
Ah,
You're just gutted because we're
I
against
just
you.
sent a message. I just sent a message saying your daughter's going to play forever. And he goes, whatever, lad.
Oh, mate, life's too short to be an Evertonian.
Yeah, so,
Oh, just, you know what I mean?
We had the real team, lads. I know. Let's
Are
not
you
start.
let's not
now.
get into this
No,
now.
there's
no
two
shit.
reds on that side.
I see it got separated perfectly, didn't it?
So,
We're on TalkSport, aren't we, next week?
oh, welcome back.
Sam and Jordan. So lads, what we done was we produced the song, didn't we? Well,
Yeah.
Daniel, we writ to it. Me and Daniel. Then you know what I mean. Me, Daniel, and Nate. We writ to it. Then the both of the lads produced it. Then we sent it to Koke. I said hello, Koke. I know we were meant to be
loved
doing
it,
something a
didn't
few years ago. Get on this. We're working on an EP called Life. He said, send it over, brother. So we've sent it over. He said, sound. He done 2 16s, 2 verses, and I'm on the chorus and singing on the bridge. And then we got it back, and we were like, this is fire, man.
Yeah.
We booked the video with Jeb Roberts. Shout Jeb Roberts.
Yeah.
What's going on, brother? And then
What's going
we
on?
went
brother?
to Shrewsbury.
Da-da-da-da-da.
You know what I mean? Went to Shrewsbury jail. We writ the storyboard out, and
Just went for it.
we shot it, and we shot it in a day. And it,
No, it was how we
went
done it on
boss.
a day
It went
like
boss,
that,
lad.
innit?
And you know, once we got the thing, you've seen the video, innit?
Yeah, yeah.
And it's like a movie, lad, innit? And we're really excited to just bring it out, lads. The 20th, you know,
Been a long
obviously
time coming, hasn't it?
been a long time coming, and the journey.
Yeah.
It's been
hard.
hardship, lad, and it's
Hard,
you know,
struggle,
but we
pain.
wouldn't, you know what I mean? It's been
Been tough.
Been
yeah.
tough, but it's finally starting
If your
to...
life was a bit
been
more
elevating,
sorted,
lads.
it wouldn't have took as long, know what I mean? But obviously,
No,
where
yeah.
we come from, you're just getting knocks all
Yeah,
the
you're
time,
getting
know what I
knocked
mean?
back
'Cause
constantly, don't you,
shouldn't
Sean?
take you that long to do one EP, know what I mean?
Have you channeled all this pain and these?
Yeah, you push it into your music, don't you?
It helps you be creative.
So is this a product of it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it is.
definitely. That's why.
Isn't
That's
that-
why we've made it about life, isn't it? Like hearing
it
you
is.
call. about
So look what
loss
you
and
have done now.
choices,
Look,
everything.
you have took these bad things that have
And made-
happened.
make something
You've
good out of it.
channeled it into that, and that's going to blossom like a flower,
that's
right?
what I was saying
And
to you,
everyone's
weren't I?
going to enjoy that, and everyone's going to take something from that.
I hope so.
And someone who might be suffering like you've been suffering, you might actually help them.
Still suffering.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you haven't been angry at the world about that.
No, I still want to help and give back.
Yeah, we've got
Inspired,
to,
Danny.
yeah.
He's
We've got to, haven't
inspiring
we?
others.
So
Know
look
what I
what
mean?
you've done. You've churned that through, and it's come through. Boom.
Yeah, that's like a massive thing we want to work on, don't we? Mental health with everyone as soon as we can. That's what we want to do now.
Appreciate
And
that,
that's where you're saying, you know what I mean? What's the best thing you're gonna? What are you doing this for? You know what I mean? And you said it's always an emotion tied to it, and that's part. You know what I mean? One of the biggest
that's
parts.
a good thing with it,
You know what
though,
I
isn't
mean?
it, as well? Because obviously, if we
People
can get
can
through
feel
that,
the heights of it,
if we can
can't
get
they?
through all that and pull off this and still get it done, it like it
How?
means more, doesn't it, to you?
Yeah,
Because it's
exactly.
like,
Exactly.
how
It's
have I pulled
priceless,
this
innit?
off after that? Know what I mean? When it first happens, you think I'm fucked in life now. I'm never gonna do nothing. Like your world's crashed down on it, and then you think. If a month goes by and you think, no, what, I can't do this. I can't just drop everything and like throw everything away. Because they wouldn't be happy. You fail, and then you feel like you're failing, don't you? Yeah. And you've just got to pick yourself up and think, no, what? You've got to try and make them proud yourself, then, haven't you, in your own way?
Do that, but also give yourself permission.
Give yourself permission
to be happy. Give yourself
the moment,
permission
innit?
to enjoy. Otherwise,
I know.
do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
What's it
defo.
for, you know?
I know.
But give yourself permission to enjoy it.
I know.
Because you're putting the graft in, and that's okay.
Yeah,
and these
defo.
people who you've lost, they're going to want you to.
They're gonna
So
they're supporters,
do that for
lads,
them.
yeah.
Do that for
Forced.
them. Give yourself permission because they'll want you to be happy.
They're always
Yeah,
there, lads, aren't they?
100%.
Protecting and being, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But it's grief's hard, and I know it is, but you know, you've got to be happy.
Yeah, that's it.
But look, having the family around you and kids and stuff like that, do they all encourage you? Are they like, because it is hard. I know what you're going through, and I know when I say going through, I know. Look, success comes after risk a lot of the time, doesn't it? You can be strategic and do it in that way, but it's no fun in that. So we take the risk and we sacrifice, and we have all these problems, and we want to give up, and we have to remind ourselves, and then I think that's where a lot of success can come. But the people around you, I haven't got a pot to piss in right now because I'm making a film, and it's hard. And I think a lot of people would have give up, but I'm keeping going, and the rewards are starting to come.
That's how you do it, lad.
That's it. Doesn't have to be. You know,
I'm
you can be
myself, lad,
strategic
yeah,
and that,
man.
but as I say, there's no fun in that. There's no, you know, it's not going to make a good book, is it?
No,
It's the risk, though. It's the risk, lad. Know what I mean?
But it's the people around you that can often affect and hurt. Do all your family and friends support what you're doing?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I've enjoyed speaking to you
same.
today, and I've learned
Thanks a
quite
lot.
a bit as well. And like your work ethic, and you know the graft that you're putting in, and
It's non-stop, innit?
just that sense of belief of keep
Yeah,
moving
man.
forward, and you know you're going to get there. You're there. It's just
Thanks a lot.
enjoying the moments as well.
thanks
So
a lot.
this
Means a lot.
EP is coming out. The single comes out on the 20th of June.
20th of June.
20th of June.
Okay, where can people buy it?
It's going to be on all major platforms.
All major platforms. iTunes. Probably iTunes would be where most people go. But
iTunes.
it's on all major platforms.
You can
Spotify,
stream it through Spotify,
yeah.
YouTube,
The video will obviously be on
Music,
YouTube, so that'll
Tidal,
be good.
Deezer, just everything.
Everything.
Everywhere.
And what else could people do to support you on this?
Download.
Just download it, innit? Because we are aiming for the top 20, and you need so many thousand sales in the first week for it to hit that top 20.
That's our aim,
Share.
isn't it? That's
So we want the top
just
20.
share and just show support. That's all
We're
we want,
happy,
don't we?
you know, spreading it and just,
Free
you know, bringing it
sales on
out.
one device still registers for the on an IP address. Any more than free, then you go
no
in the
point,
bank, but
is
it
there?
won't register for the
Basically, it's just people showing us support and recognition for what we're doing, and
trying to do
that's
something
good enough
good, know what
for
I
us.
mean?
You know what I
Trying to
mean?
do
Hopefully we can help people.
As we
with grief.
agreed, we're going to be, you know, something like BT, door-to-door knocks.
Yeah. Hi, can I interest you?
Yeah, we're going to be like BT. Saying, look, I shoes on.
Our boys, honestly,
Yeah,
it's been great
thank
speaking
God.
to you, and I
Yeah,
wish you
you
the
too.
absolute best of luck.
Thank you so
for this,
much,
John.
I've been John May. This has been great. The Pebble. See you in a bit.
Yo, bro, I can't lie, I'm kinda stressed out. I got some things I've been trying to get my head round. It feels like my soul's dead now. And I don't even know what the feds found. You were heaven sent and I was hellbound. But you ain't never left when I fell down. You always kept it 100. That's why I have to give you my honor and give you my dollar and do anything that you wanna. Cause you deserve more than the summer. You deserve more. I wanna be the one to give it to you. For all the times you spent sitting in the visiting room. I had to dash away my ego and put my pride aside for my female. And now that I'm back up on my feet, I'ma give you more than everything you need. there for me, you were there first. You was there through my bare words. Now I'm here feeling bare hurt. How did I get back to this? How did I not know? How did I act that foolish? Everything I did for us, that's no bullshit. Anything you need for love, I'm all for it. I just wanna kiss and hug and make more kids. Just the kids and us on late mornings. Now I'm sitting here in cuffs like pray for me. Prison isn't living at all, it ain't for me. Freedom isn't free unless you pay for it. So I make peas and bust the case for it. And now that I'm back up on my feet, I'ma give you more than everything you need.
Distractions, misery takes its toll. People in our business and everyone knows. No matter how big or small the case, you stand tall. Nothing matters no more but hearing you call.